Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Let's see if we are recording. Yes. Okay, let's take a look at the real statistics of a Valuebet user that I found online. So this is nice because now we see the graph here too, and the stats also here. We don't have the closing line value because this is the older version of the software, but let's see what we can find. Let's jump right into this. Okay, so this guy was betting about 2 months, so about 60 days. 60 days of bets and 2.2k bets, which is pretty good, like a little bit over 1,000 bets per month. It's a really good pace, I think. Okay, he has 11 unsettled bets here, but it doesn't really matter in this situation, I think. Well, first of all, profit is almost 8.6k US dollars, which is really good profit. If you think, well, in 2 months, 8.6k, it's like 4.3k in 1 month, and like it's tax-free income. Of course, it's dependent on which country do you live in, or in states, which state do you live in. But yeah, I think most of the countries, at least in Europe, you don't have to pay taxes of the winnings. So I think it's pretty nice. And actually he's really close to the EV line, as we can see here. The expected profit is a little bit over 8.6 and he's a little bit below that, but once those 11 bets are settled, he can be over that or below, but it doesn't really matter. He's really close to EV right now. But as we can see here, he has been a pretty long way down the EV line. So this is the EV line, where you kind of should be based on the average settings that you are using here. So I don't know where the middle point here is. I mean, probably somewhere here. So after 1 month he has been somewhere around here. I think it's close to zero right here. So, and then another 1,000 bets and it's 8.6k in profit. So this is about making money in the long run. You should not quit if you use this 1 month and are not on profit. You should just keep going, because you will make profit if your EV is positive, and here this guy's EV is over 5%, so it is pretty nice. But yeah, 8.6k profit, which is of course really good profit, but his stakes are also quite big. The average stake is 72 US dollars and his ROI is less than 100%. So I think he started with 10,000 US dollars. So it is a huge bankroll to start with. You don't have to use that kind of bankroll to start. You can start with 1,000 or 2,000. I think 1,000 is already enough when you're just starting this out. So, but yeah, if you have a big bankroll, you can use bigger stakes and then of course bigger profits too. But you will also get limited more easy. This looks good, but one thing that kind of I don't really like is the average odds. This is the European style 2.58. That is quite high odds. I think way too high. Like you should be closer to 2. It's the most comfortable place is to be like a bit less than 2.0. I would say 1.8 or 1.9 is like a good. Well, if you can handle variance, it can be a little bit over 2, but like it causes huge variance if your odds are so high. So that's why he has been losing a lot of bets here. Even though the EV, the expected value, has been positive all the time, but you will lose a lot of bets if your odds are high. So that's why he has been actually below the zero line. So he has lost a lot of money here, but then regained it back, and He has been even on top of the EV line here. But I would like suggest to try to use a little bit lower odds, because you can still find great value on lower odds, and of course the value is not dependent on the average odds at all. So try to aim a little bit lower odds. That is my tip here. Okay, last video we tried this simulator thing, so let's try it again with these settings and let's see what we can find here. So 2 to 49 bets. The stake was, I think, 72 and 2.58. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. I don't like this at all. The value is, it was 5.35. Well, that is the EV. The closing line value is a bit less probably, but let's go with that. 5.3. Let's use that. Okay. But now, even though the odd is pretty high, it causes a lot of variance, but the sample size is pretty high too. It's over 2.2k bets. So, and the value is really high too, like over 5%. So we should end up on a profit almost every time when I run this simulation. So let's see. Okay, we are almost the entire time over the EV line. We end up having 9.7k profit. The EV is well, almost 8.6k. Well, of course we can see it from here too. I think there's a little bit of difference, but yeah, it's 8.6k about the EV line, and we are 9.7k on this first run. Let's just do another run here. Okay, this looks like surprisingly steady, like pretty close to EV line all the time, like a little below and on top of it, and like. But I think it's only because we have a big sample size. If we have the like 200 bets, this would be like it would be over and under all the time. So this is why it's important to place a lot of bets, because in every bet we have this positive value. So on average we will make money, well, 5.3% return from every bet. So just place a lot of bets. Okay, now we got under. Okay, like this is funny because this looks like this is really bad. At first it looks like, oh my god, this is so bad, we are so much under the EV, but because these settings are so like good, we have a lot of bets, a lot of value, so we are still 4.3k on profit, even though it looks like it's a lot below the EV line. So this is like really bad run and still made $4,300 of profit, or whatever unit you like to use. But yeah, this is really nice profits, and I would try to get the average odds a bit lower just to avoid this huge variance here. As you can see here, we are almost 2.5k below the zero line. So it can be pretty frustrating. Well, of course, if you start with $10,000, you end up having 7.5k and then end up having like over 14k. So like, of course, you make a lot of profit, but it can be like really frustrating when you have the downswing going on. So trying to avoid the high odds is also avoiding huge variance, which makes the betting more comfortable for you. I will leave all the necessary links below in the description. There is a free guide that you can check out, and all the links to this software that you can find. You can try it for free for 2 weeks. They are not asking credit card or anything, so you can sign up, try it for free for 2 weeks, and then sign up and start using it for real and make money for yourself. It's really easy to use, and you don't have to understand all these statistics. You can still make money out of it because it just finds you the correct good bets that you need to place, and it calculates your optimal stake too. So be sure to check out those links, and I'll see you on the next video.